Good evening, basketball fans. Thanks for joining us on the Ramblers Sports Network, and welcome to the Greenhouse located in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Tonight's matchup features the second-place Greenwood Indians in the Eastern Clover Belt Conference and your third-place Regis Lady Ramblers in the Western Clover Belt Conference. So this is the Clover Belt crossover tonight. The Ramblers are riding a two-game winning streak and are coming off of a commanding win a few nights ago over Spooner, 79-19. They're putting it on cruise control late into the season, being 7-3 in the last 10 games. They have an 18-5 overall record. Meanwhile, Greenwood enters tonight 16-6, but more importantly, 10-4 in the Eastern Clover Belt Conference. They are currently tied with Owen Withey for the second spot in their conference, and this game will be very important for their final standings. It was undefeated this month with wins over Spencer in a nail-biter over Columbus Catholic a few nights ago. I'm Peyton Stewart this evening, and I'll be going solo tonight as my partner, I think, is coaching something. I can't really remember, but you're stuck with me this evening. So this is Teddy Joseph's fourth season. He's 53-40 overall. His Rambler squad is 10-4 in conference and 18-5 in total. So we'll send it down to Joe Roach for no prayer this evening, but there will be a national anthem still.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, basketball fans. Welcome to the home of the Ramblers and the Bill Allman Court for tonight's Clover Belt crossover game between the Greenwood Lady Indians from the Eastern Clover Belt Conference and from the Western Clover Belt Conference, your Eau Claire Regis Lady Ramblers. We ask those who are able to please stand and remove your hats as we honor America and those defending our freedom with our national anthem performed by the Regis Band, directed by Matt Talley.
Excellent performance there by our Regis Band, as we'll bring you the starting lineups in a few moments. But as I was saying, Teddy Joe's fourth season, 53-40 overall, 10-4 conference, 18-5 overall. The Ramblers are averaging 65.26 points per game, while only giving up 38.78, so 39 points per game. Senior forward Ashley Chilson leads the Lady Ramblers in both scoring and rebounding, averaging 15 points and close to 10 rebounds a game. She's not technically at the double-double mark, but your starters this evening will be number 2, Avery Ruthrich. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Then you have Addison Davidson, Tyson Lindner, Tatum Travis, and Brittany Waldy. So those are your starters this evening for the Greenwood Indians. A little background, Trevor Worthrich is in his fifth season, 37-71 overall, 10-4 in conference, played right now in 16-6 overall. In his 15th season, maiden voyage as the Lady Indians head coach, Trevor Worthrich has his squad tied with Owen Withey for second place. He's in Clover Belt, 4 games behind unbeaten conference champion Neillsville, and after 22 games, Greenwood is averaging 45.72 points a game, while giving up 40 points per game. Then your starting lineups for the Regis Ramblers this evening is Emma Klink, Ava Hyman, Annabelle Schroeder, Kara Olson, and Ashley Chilson. So those are your squads this evening for both teams. these are the coaches' first head-to-head meeting. It'll be interesting to see how they play out as we have two great teams here, but it'll definitely be a battle down in the trenches this evening between, I believe it's Tyson Lindner. She's averaging close to 13 rebounds a game, and Ashley Chilson. So both dominant rebounders and both very good players in their conferences. So it'll be interesting how they play against each other. We'll get this game underway as we got a little bit of a height mismatch. I'd expect Ashley Chilson to win. As she does, she tips it to Hyman over to Olsen. A great defense there. Is Klink from 3. She buries it. So Emma Klink opens this game up hot right away with the 3-pointer in the first 10 seconds or so. As we have Wally dribbling it down over 2. That was Travis in the paint there, and rebound there by not very surprising Tyson Lindner, as Chilson takes it all and she'll get fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2, and that was on Lindner there.
Greenwood foul on number 11, Tyson Lindner. That's her first personal, first team foul.
Gotta get myself a new pencil.
Line, shooting 2.
So Chilson will miss the first. Here's her second. And she'll get that one to go for her first basket of the night. So the Ramblers already applying a press, as that's into Davidson. Hyman on her. Passes out to Wally. Wally's shot was kind of tipped up there, I believe, as Olsen will get the ball. It's over to Schroeder. Klink had a wide open shot, opting not to shoot it, as she'll shoot this one. A little long on that one, but Schroeder there in the paint. Out to Hyman. Hyman will get that basket. So the Ramblers starting off hot. And that's into Worthrich there. She'll take a mid-range jumper. Out to Schroeder. Over to Klink. Ball's tipped up, and that'll be out of bounds on Ashley Davidson. Or Addison Davidson, excuse me. So the Ramblers will keep possession of this, poked out of bounds, and Klink inbound to Hyman right away. This Rambler squad well seasoned, with the 4 seniors all starting, and they've played together for a long time. It's Chilson from 3. She buries it 2.
3-point basket by Ashley Chilson.
So this Rambler team coming out hot, shooting from the 3. And it's a little hard by Tatum Travis, as there's Tyson Lindner will get that. And now Olsen from 3, can't get that one. Hyman from 3 again, can't find that. So we're over to Davidson. Over to Waldy. Waldy from mid-range, can't get it. And that was Tatum Travis. Tried to put it back up, but she couldn't get anything to go there. So this Rambler squad on attack, as that's almost a steal by Worthrich, but she can't get that as it's poked right back to Kara Olsen. So Olsen just trying to find someone. She has Chilson. Chilson definitely has a height advantage this game, as Hyman from 3, unlucky bounce there, and rebound by Travis. Travis is the team's leading scorer, tied with Tyson Lindner for 9. So that'll be out of bounds on Travis. Then your leading scorers for Regis are Ashley Hyman with Ashley Chilson with 15, Ava Hyman with 12.6, and Emma Klink with 6.8. So I've said this before in their previous broadcast, but the Ramblers definitely missing the presence of junior Carly Borst. I believe she is second team all conference. So definitely a huge piece missing for this playoff run that they would have had this year. I mean, they'll still have a player on it as Emma Klink can't get that one to go, and that'll be out of bounds on Travis, but definitely put some roadblocks in their way, as she's been very effective in some of these big games that they've had. As the Western Clover Belt Conference is dominated by Fall Creek and McDonell, and Neelsville is the powerhouse in the Eastern Clover Belt. But these teams are both evenly matched, as they're around the same conference record. As Olsen's looking for a shot, she won't take it. Chilson out to Hyman. Hyman driving inside, out to Klink for three. Can't get down, but Chilson gets it. Don't know what the call was. I think they called out of bounds on her. As Reichert will come in for Kara Olsen. This is a sub change we see a lot. That's trying to keep Olsen fresh with. As Reichert will come in a lot of the times. She's usually the sixth man. As that was Sarah Beth Reif.
Basket by Tyson Lindner.
So Tyson Lindner will get her second basket. I believe I missed a sub change in here for Greenwood. Don't know who they took out. As there's inside to Schroeder. They took out Waldy for Greenwood as Hyman gets a nice move inside. So Waldy came out, and I believe it was Beth Reif came in. I think that was all the sub changes. We'll see Malia Cassing come in for Hyman. So, let's see. Worthrich inbounds. That was inbound to Linder. See Worthrich dribbling down over to Travis. Travis out to Reif. Reif strung off the backboard. She gets her own rebound, though. Here's Travis from three, and she gets it to go. That'll be her first basket of the night. Yeah. The sophomore. Definitely a rising player for Greenwood. As Reichert outside fires from three, long on that shot. But Worthrich is there, and Cassing dragged her to the ground, it looked like.
Rambler foul on number 12, Malia Cassing, her first team foul.
So that'll be Malia Cassing's first foul for her. All right, the inbound to Davidson. Davidson fires to Travis. Travis had that three-pointer a few moments ago. So here's Worthrich from three. Tough break on that bounce there. So there's long, but over to Schroeder. And I'll be out of bounds by Tyson Linder. Linder. So we'll get Hyman coming in for Klink. They're just kind of seeing the same change of rotation here. Coach Joas likes to do it a lot. We get an inbound from Reichert to Schroeder over to Hyman. Hyman calls for a screen, but won't use it. Right, Reichert over to Chilson from three. Can't get her second one as she gets her own rebound. Right, Hyman pump fake. Chilson one-step dribble, fires from three. Won't get down, and almost out of bounds by Greenwood, and Cassing kind of just shoving her, and that was Tatum Travis. Will get the rebound there. Here's Travis, hop step over, short on that, and she'll get her own rebound. Off the glass kick, that is Linder's there, and she gets the putback. That's her third basket of the evening. As Hyman back, and she gets the three. Had to wait for Joe Roach to make the announcement because I didn't know if that was a 2 or a 3. It was awfully close. Worthrich over to Travis. Travis gets a screen, the long 2. As the ball is up in there, and Reichert will come down with it over to Hyman. pushing the ball up the floor, and she flies past everyone. She'll get a layup. Just kind of nice Euro step there. So we got Olsen and Klink will come into the game here. As here's Davidson. And that'll be a double dribble called on Davidson. So we'll get Brittany Waldy will come in for Worthrich, and Chilson and Schroeder will come out for Klink and Olsen. So the Ramblers are up by 6. It's 15-9. Under 11 minutes to go in the first half. As we'll see, Colonna will come in soon, and Hyman from 3 off on that shot. So I'll get Waldy over to Travis. Travis with a good screen by Linder, and she'll get fouled on by Olsen, and she'll go to the line. So that'll be Olsen's first foul.
That's her first personal, second team foul.
So Travis at the line for 2.
Tatum Travis at the line, shooting 2.
She'll get the first. She'll miss the second. That's Hyman there for the rebound over to Olsen. Olsen finds Reichert in the corner. Reichert fires. Long on that shot, and Klink's there for the rebound. Olsen wide open shot, but goes into her junior counterpart in Malia Cassin. Fire from Reichert into Klink. What a pass by Reichert. Launches it in there. Saw little flames on that pass as we get Waldy over to Trampush. I'll pass to Rife. Excuse me, Waldy. Trampush into Rife. Rife long on that shot. There's Linder for the rebound. Out to Travis. Travis, another screen from 3. Short on that one, but Cassian's there for the rebound, and they'll get a foul called on Linder. That'll be her second. As we'll get Travis and Trampish will come out, and Worthrich will come in, and so will, I believe, Colonna maybe. So we got Hyman over to Klink, inside to Reichert, out to Chilson from the mid-range. She gets it to go. Good drawn-out play by the Ramblers as Worthrich can't connect on the pass to Lendner. So Schroeder will come in for Reichert.
Annabelle Schrader into the Rambler lineup for Izzy Reichert.
Inbound pass from Olsen to Hyman. Greenwood still not applying a lot of pressure before half court, as that's what the Ramblers have liked to do a lot recently. It definitely takes a lot of energy out of you from the full court press, but here's Hyman from 3. Long on that shot, chasing after a rebound, but full court press, it's tough to run all game, and that's why Coach Jost likes to keep his players fresh, just because you're moving the entire time. And here's Waldy trying to take it coast to coast, but there's Chilson up to Schroeder to Hyman. Good passes here, and Hyman kind of shuffles, and there's Schroeder. Oh, yeah. Blocked, or just awkward shot there for her, and Chilson will get called for a foul.
That's her first personal, 13.
As we'll get Davidson and Travis will come in for Rife and Lindner.
For Greenwood, replacing Sarah Wright.
Yes, Worthrich. Good passes here. Intercepted by Olsen. Bad pass by Olsen there. Is really slow on that pass. There's a steal by Schroeder. Bounce pass into Hyman. Hyman Tries to use the glass, can't get it, but thankfully Ashley Chilson's there for the Ramblers. And she does what she does best, just gets the rebounds and puts it right back up. And this full court press is working right now for the Ramblers as Hyman will get another layup. So we're gonna the timeout called here by Greenwood, and we'll get a full timeout. So I'll talk to you after the break.
Give your child a strong start with a Regis Catholic Schools education.
A student at Regis is never a number. We are a community.
The chance to have a really small environment was super important for all of our kids. The kids love it here, and as parents, we do too.
I know every single person here, and it's great.
The faith aspect of it and the morals and the lessons learned, you just can't get that anywhere else.
Enrollment for the coming school year is now open. Learn more at regiscatholicschools.com.
Welcome back, basketball fans. You're watching this on the Ramblers Sports Network live from Eau Claire, Wisconsin at the Bill Ullman Court. I am Peyton Stewart, your commentator this evening. So we're just under 8 minutes to go. Greenwood has possession. The Ramblers are up 23-10. We got Wally over to Worthrich. Back to Wally inside. To Colono. And out of bounds on Schroeder, but the Ramblers defense has been impeccable this evening. It's the full court press has just been terrorizing Greenwood. So we get the inbound Davidson. And they'll call Travis for a travel. Travis for a travel, that's a kind of a tongue twister. Let's look at the inbound here to Hyman. Makes a good move on Wally. And Greenwood has resorted to a 2-3 zone, it looks like. So Rams are doing everything they can. And Klink from 3, she gets it. So if you just tuned in now, Schroeder with a steal, and they'll call a push on Wally. But as I was saying, if you're just tuning in, Emma Klink opened the game with a three-pointer within the first 10 seconds it had to be. And Rams defense just continues to dominate. Here's Olsen from 3, long on that shot, but Chilson's there. She usually is. And Hyman over to Olsen. Inside to Chilson. Olsen looking for someone. She'll hit Chilson in the paint. Rams just passing around. Here's Hyman taking the shot. Long on it as Wally's there for the rebound. This Ramblers defense just continues to put a lot of pressure on the Indians. As they'll call a foul on Olsen. I believe that was Davidson charging. So that'd be Kara Olsen's second foul. So we'll get Addison Davidson here at the line. She'll miss the first as we'll get Reichert coming in and Linder coming in. So Olsen and Colonna will come out, and we'll get Reif and Trampish will come in for Worthrich and Travis. So we'll get Davidson's second attempt here. She'll go 0 for 2. And then there's Schroeder on the ground battling Trampish. And the Ramblers will get the ball on the jump ball there. As we'll get inbound from Chilson to Hyman. Timeout. I don't quite know what's happening right now.
Held ball possession to Greenwood.
So Greenwood had possession. I think the possession arrow was pointed the wrong way. So Greenwood will take possession here, as that's just right through Wally's hands. Davidson tipped up by Schroeder. Schroeder chasing it, and it'll stay with Greenwood. So I don't quite know what happened there. I think the possession arrow might have been to Regis. Otherwise, couldn't tell you what happened there. Here's Leonard over to Davidson, over to Waldy. Davidson from 3. Gets the bank shot to go. And Addison Davidson makes the bank open today. That shot there. Clink over to Schroeder. To Hyman over to Chilson. Ramblers just passing around, and Greenwood zone is kind of working here, and they're just making the Ramblers passes. There's a pass batted down by Davidson. It'll go Greenwood's way. So we'll get a timeout from the Ramblers. And we will take a break. We'll get back to you in a moment.
Give your child a strong start in our Regis Catholic Schools kindergarten classrooms.
Kindergarten is far more academic than it used to be, but even with all the curriculum that we have to do, we find a lot of ways to make fun.
My teacher's fun and she cares about me.
I appreciate the parent-teacher partnership in the Catholic schools, that the teachers are always willing to talk to the parents and make sure they're doing what's best for your child.
I love to learn with my friends.
Enrollment is now open and kindergarten spots fill quickly.
So welcome back to the Ramblers Sports Network. The Ramblers are leading the Greenwood Indians 26-13. As there's Clink with a quick steal there. As now we get Davidson pushing the ball down. And she gets that one to go. So coming out of this timeout, it's fast. Hyman, little stutter step there. But I forgot to tell you, Jensen stripe this evening. You have Michael Dwyer, Zach Ganshow, and Brent Christensen as there's Chilson Camp on that one to go. And you can never forget your lovely lady in stripes, Miss Lori Zukaitis. So we'll get Davidson pushing. She'll be called for a travel. As we'll get Worthrich will come in for Wally. As we'll get the inbound here to Hyman. Drill in here over to Schroeder. Chilson working the corner with Linder Guardian. Zone is working as Rife will get the tip there out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Ramblers as Reichert over to Hyman. Ramblers defense is doing pretty well this evening as they've ran the full court press almost the whole night. It's got to be very tiring for the players as there's Clink the mid-range. She'll get the 2 to go. She's had some career nights lately. As I think the game against Spooner, she had maybe 14. It'll be out of bounds by Davidson. And she already has 6 here this evening, and we'll probably continue that as we're casting in for Hyman. But it's just interesting to see the effect that Carly Worst has on this team. I mean, even with her out, Emma Klink's averaging 7 points per game, and I'm sure this has gone up tremendously just with the amount of workload that's been put on her. And it's also good for a player to see, in her senior season, as there's Chilson on the inside. She'll go to the line, almost gets an old-fashioned three-point play there, but will not. As she'll shoot 2 here. And we'll get Tatum Travis to line. Chilson will not make the first. And Trambush will come out.
For Lady Trambush.
Here's Chilson's second. Won't get that one to go either, so not a good free throw night tonight, as many of the players can't capitalize. So the Ramblers are up 30-15 over the Greenwood Indians. We'll get Davidson into Lindner there, and Cassie will force a steal. This is Reichert in the corner. The Schroeder back out. Reichert shoots from the 3. She gets it to go. So her first basket of the night. An outstanding sophomore for Teddy Joas. She'll be good in years to come, and she'll get her second basket of the night here off the backboard. So she's up to 5 points. Now I get a pass from Davidson over to Travis. Travis gets trapped and Avery Worthrich was out of bounds. So now I'll get Reichert on the inbound to Schroeder. So the Ramblers have had control almost all game. As we'll get Reichert from 3 again. She swishes it, ladies and gentlemen. As another career night by a Rambler. She stepped up big, and they'll get a foul called on Schroeder. That'll be her first.
Her first personal, 5th team foul.
Izzy Reichert definitely trying to make a name for herself as a young player. Because I'm sure she'll be a great player here. Like pass from Travis over to Worthrich. Over to Linder. Linder not doing too hot in the rebounds categories. There's a steal by Schroeder. Here's Reif. Travis calling for it. Into Reif. Oh, a push called on, I think, Cassing. And it will be Cassing.
Rambler foul on number 12, Malia Cassing, her second personal, 6th team foul.
So we'll get Hyman. Will come in. So we'll get the inbound here to Davidson from 3. Long 3 there, can't get it to go. So here's Hyman on a fast break. She'll get an easy layup there to go. All right, Davidson just running down the court, almost runs into Travis. Ball is poked loose up to Schroeder, and that'll be an easy layup there for Schroeder. So that'll be her first basket of the night, surprisingly. I should have had a few more, as a lot of the other role players do. There's another steal by the Ramblers squad, so Schroeder. Whoa. That'll not be a foul, as that's a good steal there by Davidson, and we'll get Waldy will come in for Davidson. So we'll get Reichert. Throws into Chilson. That'll be out of bounds by Reif. So we're looming on a minute to go here. Ramblers up 42-15. You are watching us live on the Ramblers Sports Network. I am Peyton Stewart. Here's Reichert from the corner. Can't get a good bounce there. And that was Linder and Reif just both going to the ground, fighting each other for it, even though they're on the same team. Travis over to Wally. Just off the foot of Linder, and there's Reichert going in for it. So Now we get Chilson over to Hyman. And closing on 30 seconds to go. We'll get Chilson. And intercepted by Hyman. Hyman off the glass, a little strong as their shoulder for the rebound. And they'll wrestle for it there. And it'll be Greenwood's ball. The jump, so we're down to 10 seconds. I'm sure we'll get the countdown here from the student section. Maybe we won't. And the final shot. So Wally will not take the final shot. So at halftime, we're at 42 Ramblers to the 15 Greenwood Indians. So we'll get back to you with a few minutes left at halftime. Thank you. Welcome back, basketball fans. We are here live on the Ramblers Sports Network at the Greenhouse or Bill Allman Court in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Your score right now is the Regis Ramblers 42, your Greenwood Indians 15. So your leading scorers this evening for the Greenwood Indians, you have Tyson Lindner, she has 6, Addison Davidson with 5, and Tatum Travis with 4. Now for your Regis Ramblers, you have Ava Hyman with 13, Emma Klink with 12, and Izzy Reichert with 8. And so the scoring for the Ramblers is spread around through multiple people, and it's a good thing. I also heard Joe Roach over saying during halftime that Greenwood has 14 turnovers to Eau Claire's 5, so that's also a huge difference in the score of this game. Is just the ability for the Ramblers to cause those turnovers, especially on the full court press, which can be very tiring, but I mean, in some cases it does work, and it has worked quite well this evening for the Ramblers. So we'll get Ava Hyman will start us off over to Klink, as Klink scored the first basket of the game when she had that 3-pointer to start us off in the first half. So it's some good passing around here as we got a man-to-man coming out from Greenwood. So we get Olsen over to Klink. As steal by Davidson. Little crossover, and she'll get fouled and go to the line. No, hit Chilson with the foul. That'll be her second. Pretty civil game out there in the first half. Not many fouls. I think Greenwood might have approached bonus, but I couldn't tell you. As Davidson a little long on the first. And she'll shoot her second in a few moments. And she'll miss it, but I think that was Travis went in a little early there. And we'll get Hyman into Schroeder. So early jump there by Travis. As we get Hyman over to Klink. Ramblers came up empty on their first possession with the steal by Davidson. Olsen thought about the deep three. She's still thinking about it. Now we'll get Schroeder over to Hyman. Hyman inside to Chilson. Chilson uses the glass. So Chilson's at 10 with that basket. She does have a 15-point average, so I'd assume she'll get there this evening. There was Worth Rich. We'll miss that. And here's Chilson again on the layup, and she'll get that. So Ashley Chilson coming out hot. Out of 2 baskets. And good move there by Waldy. Steal almost by Hyman, and she'll be out of bounds, I believe. Almost had it there, kind of fell as Rife will come in for Travis. Now we'll get Wally inside to Linder, and Linder will get the basket. Tyson Linder averaging 9. Started to get 8, so she'll surpass that average with the next basket. I'll get Chilson on the outside. Davidson tries to jump it. She won't be able to. That's always something dangerous to do, as if you overshoot it, the opponent could have an easy shot at the rim. So now we'll get Hyman over to Chilson. Chilson goes in, and she'll be called. She'll go to the line, and that'll be a blocking foul on Davidson, I believe.
Greenwood foul on number 4, Addison Davidson, her first personal, first team foul.
So Greenwood side is not happy with that call. As Chilson gets her first. As the teams have struggled from the line. She'll miss the second, but Olsen's there. Throws it right to Davidson. Coach Joe is not happy about that one. And in case anyone was wondering, he is not wearing the very white shoes that he likes to wear. Hasn't supported him a lot this year. It's out of bound by Linder, but if you hear me and Sawyer talk about him a lot, just something iconic he likes to wear and hasn't showed it that much this year. So he's kind of in the all black, it looks like. Like Chilson dribbling outside to Olsen. Olsen into Hyman. Hyman will go to the line, fouled on Worthrich, I believe. That's right.
Foul number 2, Avery Weidrich, her first personal, second team foul. Ava Hyman at the line, shooting 2.
So Hyman will make the first. And she'll get the second. So, don't know what happened there, but Greenwood will get the ball. As steal by Chilson. Can't find anyone else. As we'll get Olsen over to Chilson. Chilson long on that shot, but Waldy is there. Wally over to Reith, and
No basket.
don't know what the call is.
Rambler foul on number.
So pushing foul it looked like on
Rambler foul
Olsen.
number 23, Kara Olsen.
Be her third. Can't make the shot there, and now we get Hyman over. Not passing here, and she's just dribbling it right now. Thought she was going to pass. At Chilson on the outside. She'll send it over to Schroeder. Here's Hyman in the corner, unleashes from 3. Can't connect. Worthrick there. Now we'll get over to Waldy. Just right. Chilson goes for the steal. There's Waldy short on that shot. And that's Hyman. We'll get it. Foul call on Wright.
Greenwood foul on number 34, Sarah Reif for second personal. Third team
So that'll be Reif second. And I'll get Reichert will come in.
Lainey Trampush
And
Katie Davis.
Trampush and
Katie Travis over the
Travis will come in for
Izzy Reif with the
Earthrick
lineup.
and Linder. So we get a pass in from Schroeder to Reichert. Reichert over to Klink. Chilson on the inside. Uses the glass, can't get it though. As a little spin move, fadeaway action. And we'll get a jump ball there as Hyman was fighting a bunch of Greenwood Indians. A lot more red jerseys on the inside than there were white for Hyman. There's Waldy. That'll be a foul on Reichert. So Waldy will go to the line for 2.
Rambler foul on number 21, Izzy Reichert. That's her first personal, third Rambler team foul.
So Waldy will make the first. The senior. Oh, here's her second. Can't get that first one, as here's Chilson with the rebound. One of her many. Tries to take it coast to coast, gets stopped, and that'll be out of bounds by Travis. I'll get Chilson. Can't find it there. And she'll go to the line again. So that'll be a foul on Travis.
Tatum Travis, her first personal, 4th team foul. Ashley Chilson shooting 2.
Chilson gets the first. And we'll get Leonard in for Travis.
For Tatum Travis.
Just Chilson. And she'll get both. And travel called on Wally. Another turnover there for Greenwood. I'll get Reichert looking for someone, and she'll finally just throw it into Schroeder. She'll go chase it. Casting at the scorer's table for the Ramblers, excuse me. And over to Klink. Klink to Reichert. Thought about throwing it to Schroeder on the inside, but instead she goes to the safer option, Hyman. A steal almost there by Trampush. And there's Schroeder off the glass. She'll make a basket there. There's Rife, uses the glass as well. Another senior for Greenwood. Hyman setting up a play. Over to Klink. Klink wide open. She gets the 3. Big night for Emma Klink as there's a steal by Hyman. Hyman off the glass. So we're gonna, don't know what happened there as Cassian will come in. So Hyman will get called for a foul as well. Worthrick and Travis will come in for Rife and Davidson. So that'll be Hyman's first foul there. A lot happened there on the play as Chilson will come out for Cassian. A trap, jump ball, or timeout called by Greenwood.
Timeout charge to Greenwood.
So the Ramblers are up 57-20 right now with, I think, maybe 10 minutes to go here. But what a showing from the Ramblers, though. They've done a lot on defense too. I mean, forced a lot of steals, forced a lot of turnovers. And we'll go to a quick ad break here.
Give your child the joy of play-based learning in our Regis Catholic Schools preschool classrooms.
The preschool programs have been great. They've been very welcoming, making sure that the kids are being kids and they're also learning.
It's just a very welcoming, safe, open, accepting place that we meet kids and families right where they're at.
It's a great opportunity for them to play with each other and work on our social and emotional skills.
Preschool enrollment is open. Learn more at Regis Catholic Schools.
All right, welcome back, basketball fans, here at the Greenhouse or Bill Allman Court in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Watch us on the Ramblers Sports Network. I am Peyton Stewart, your commentator. And here's Worthrick from 3. She gets it to go. So, Ramblers putting on a showing here is one of their final home games of the season. We'll get to that at the end of the game. That's now we get Hyman over to Klink. Klink's done pretty well as she gets another 3 long on that shot. Out of bounds on Schroeder.
Greenwood ball.
So we'll get Worthrick on the inbound to Lindner, and she almost tosses it away. Now we get Worthrick with Reichert on her. From 3, the same spot. Gets tipped up, but out of bounds by Hyman. Certainly mad at herself for that one. So we'll get Kara Olsen coming into the game.
For Ayla Hyman.
So Hyman will come out. So now we'll get Travis. Good screen by Waldy, and Travis almost used the glass, but not quite. That'll be a jump ball, and that'll go the Ramblers' way.
The ball possession to the Ramblers.
So now we'll get Kara Olsen on the inbound. And into Schroeder. So the two big players for Regis are sitting out right now, taking a little break. That is Hyman and Chilson. Now we get Olsen. Good pass to Klink. Klink can't get it to go as there's Cassin. I believe there'll be a foul called. So that'll be a foul called on Brittany Waldy.
Their second personal, 15 foul.
So now we get Izzy Riker, excuse me, and Kara Olsen off the glass. The Olsen's second basket as she had a free throw attempt earlier, and we'll get a trap here by the Ramblers as she dives into her own bench, but pass to Kara Olsen basically, and I'll get Kara Olsen to Reichert. Reichert doesn't use the glass there. And I'll get Reichert from 3. Can't connect on that one, but Klink's there. Can't get that one either as Cassie's in there. Can't get it again. So, and we'll get a foul called on Cassin. As that might have been Waldy who hit the deck hard. And Chilson will come in for Klink. So we'll get the inbound here by Worthrick into Waldy. Steal almost by Reichert. And lost it. Linder lost it there. Over to Schroeder. And to Chilson with the height mismatch. And I'll get Reichert. Quick pass to Chilson. And jump ball going Greenwood's way. So we'll get Reif will come in for Linder, I believe. I'll get the inbound here by Worthrick. And there'll be another foul called on Olsen. Or it'll be Reichert instead. So that'll be Reichert's second, as Olsen would have been at 4 fouls and might have had to come out of the game for a few minutes. See, she's filling a big role. Last part of the season here is Trampish. Over to Waldy. Steal by Chilson, and I guess swatted away. Caused a little confusion there. Greenwood. Get poked away by Reichert. That'll be a foul on Reichert as she just ran through Waldy. So Reichert up to 3 fouls within maybe a minute. That we'll get Davidson coming in. So Davidson will come in for Trampish. So that's Waldy at the line. So she'll make the first. Couldn't quite make out the jersey number. She'll go 1 for 2 on her free throw attempts. Little long on that pass, but Reichert open in the corner, not choosing to take it. Oh, get Chilson on the inside. Right through the hands of Schroeder. So I'll get Schroeder over to Olsen. Olsen tries to fire it into the paint, but Reichert not able to come down with it. We got a turnover there by the Ramblers. So we're approaching the halfway mark in the second as Schroeder tries to poke that ball away, and they'll call a foul on Chilson as that's Addison Davidson who goes down. So lots of Ramblers in foul trouble or close to it, as you have 4 Ramblers with 3. So not a sight to see if you're Coach Joas. And Davidson will miss the foul. And that's Cassing and Rife going at it with each other as Cassing going to the floor hard. Surprised there's no foul called there, as could have gotten a foul on Rife, but as it was after the whistle and refs chose not to call anything there. So now we get Chilson driving inside out to Reichert. Reichert from 3, short on that shot, as that's Travis on the ground. Chilson won't get that either, and that'll be a foul called on Cassin. So that'll be Cassin's 4th foul. So you'd almost think Joas will take her out of the game, and I assume he will with Klink and Hyman both approaching the bench. The scorer's table, I should say. As Cassie will come out for Hyman, and Schroeder will come out for Klink. So these seniors definitely carrying a big part of the lead here today. And Travis will make the first. He'll be the second. And she'll get the second. So I think that's the first person we saw go 2 for 2. As we get Hyman over to Reichert. Down into, or I guess not down into, as a little push off there by Olsen. Refs don't call it, as there's Chilson with a good move off the glass. So, Ashley Chilson putting up some points here in the second. Wally gets a screen driving on Chilson. It's poked away and falls into Olsen's hands. Now we get Olsen over to Hyman. A little handoff. Hyman into Reichert. Still running the man-to-man for Greenwood, and they'll call a travel on Olsen. So we'll get Lindner coming in for Rife. So we'll get a full timeout called by Greenwood, and we'll get back to you after the break. Welcome back, sports fans. We are here live at the Greenhouse, or Bill Allman Court, as some will call it, here in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. You are watching us live on the Ramblers Sports Network. Your home team, the Regis Ramblers, currently lead the Greenwood Indians 61-26. And I am Peyton Stewart, your commentator this evening. Here's Travis taking it all away, and good shot there. Or Linder, excuse me. As that gets her up to 10. Her first points in a long time. So we get Reichert over to Klink. Klink down to Olsen. In to Hyman over to Reichert. There's lots of passing here on the closest side to me. Hyman thought about a 3. Get Chilson, good move along the baseline, and that'll be her second, or not her second, she'll get a 2 there. So now we get Worthrick from 3, little off. I get Reichert slowing down the pace here. That's a smart move. You're up by a lot here with 7 minutes to go. As we'll get Trampush approaching the scorers table. Now we get Olsen into Chilson. Chilson to Hyman. Hyman from the corner. She gets it to go again. So that was a perfect shot there by Hyman, and now we'll get Waldy. So that was Linder trying to rip it out. So Ramblers will get the possessions. We'll get Waldy out for Trampush to come in. So we'll get inbound to Hyman. Ramblers are approaching the lead by 40, and a good move there, but they'll call a push off on Hyman.
Rambler foul on number 10, Ava Hyman.
So it'll be Hyman's second, I believe. And we'll get the Ramblers playing some defense here as Davidson goes all the way, leaping away from the basket. She throws up a layup. Can't get that one to go, though. And I'll get Worthrick short on that shot. That was Olsen and Travis both fighting for it. And here we got Reichert pushing it down. High shot off the glass. So Izzy Reichert gets to 10. Steal by Hyman as she just kind of snatched it out of her hands. As she gets another 2. So lots of steals here today from the Ramblers. So they almost get another one, and they'll call a travel on Davidson. She is not happy about that one. So we got a mass substitution here, and Rife will also come in for Greenwood, so will Waldy. So Davidson and Travis will come out for Rife and Waldy, and then Klink, Hyman, and Reichert will come out for Abby Hawker, Malia Cassing, and I think Annabelle Schroeder.
We now will have a running clock for the remainder of the game. The only time the game gets stopped.
So that's Chilson will hit the ground, and she'll go to the floor. So she'll go to the line. And that'll be a foul called on Rife. I don't know if you heard Joe Roach here, but we'll have a running clock for the rest of the game unless there's an injury, timeout, or referee's timeout. So Chilson will make the first, and Reichert will come in. So Chilson misses the second. Not good from the line today. Yeah, Worthrick over to Trampush. Trampush, high arcing shot, can't get it to go. As Chilson takes it coast to coast. She gets the 2, and she'll go to the line for an old-fashioned 3-point play. As Chilson and Hyman both continue to dominate from the line, or from the paint. And she'll get that basket to go, as she'll come out. So, Ashley Chilson, big game. So did Ava Hyman, had a big game. I imagine I'll sit out the rest of the game unless one of these Ramblers fouls out. There's Cassian pokes it away, and now we'll get Tatum Travis will come in for Lenny Trampush. So now we'll get the inbound here. And Travis over to Weinrich. Travis working the baseline here. Out to Rife. Rife off the glass and gets the layup to go. So now we get Olsen being the point guard here for the Ramblers. Warner tries to poke the steal, and
Ball control violation against the
they'll
Ramblers.
call it. I
Greenwood
think
ball.
it's a double or carry, maybe. Can't remember, but nonetheless, it's a turnover for the Ramblers, as they're up by 44. And that'll be out of bounds by Travis. Poked loose by Reichert. I'll get Davidson coming in for Travis.
Into the lineup for Greenwood.
So look at all the freshmen coming in here. That'll be Adriana Ortiz,
Adriana Hyman loses the ball.
Liz Stromba, Kaylin Borst,
To the Rambler lineup.
Abby Hawker, I believe, and Adriana Hyman. So I think that's all. And then I think Rife, why? With Rick came out too. As here is Adriana Hyman into Ortiz. Ortiz off the glass, can't get it to go. It's Billy Eckes gets the rebound. Now we'll get Waldy over to Eckes. Eckes driving, shot, long on that shot. But that was mid there.
Ramblers ball.
So Ramblers will get the ball, as we're just under a minute to go, and Trampish will come in for Waldy. So there's Hawker into Borst, Kaylin Borst. Yeah, Hawker over to Ortiz. Ortiz driving strong off the backboard. Mid there. So here's Davidson. Pushing it down. Euro step off the backboard and good. Oh my gosh. What a move by Addison Davidson. Looking like Giannis out there with that transition layup. Of course, she didn't travel, but here's Adriana Ortiz just wrestling it. We're with 12 seconds left.
Ball possession of Greenwood.
Trampish into Davidson. So there's slips right through Rowe's hands, and we got just a second left, and Hawker will dribble it out. So your final this evening will be the Eau Claire Regis Ramblers 74 and the Greenwood Indians 32. So we'll get you the stats of the game and then eventually your player of the game. So your stats for Greenwood are Tyson Linder, she had 10, Tatum Travis with 6, and then Addison Davidson with 7, as she had that flashy Euro step layup go there. But now for your Ramblers, you have, I gotta count this now, Ashley Chilson, she had, I believe it was close to 23 points, and then Ava Hyman looks like she had 22. So just a dominant performance here by the two seniors. You also can't forget Emma Klink. She had 15, and then some other points stood around there. I mean, you had Izzy Reichert. She had 10. So impressive showing for the Ramblers, and your player of the game will be Ashley Chilson. Just the 23 points, lots of rebounds too, I expect. I think she got a lot out there, and so it was a good game. Thank you all for watching, and thank you for listening. Have a good night.